Stunner in the NBA, breaking news into SportsCenter. Shams Charania, our NBA insider, joining us now. Shams, you just put this out moments ago. What do you have?
Tom Thibodeau has been relieved of his duties as head coach of the New York Knicks. Sources tell me after 5 seasons as head coach of the Knicks, Tom Thibodeau is out. He led them to 4 playoff appearances in 5 years as head coach. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years. They won back-to-back 50-plus win seasons for the first time since the 1990s. But I'm told the Knicks believe that they need a new voice, someone that can take them to the next step of the organization's future, which they hope is an NBA championship. This is a team that obviously has talent: Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. They feel like they need a new voice, and that's what the decision was made today by Knicks ownership. James Dolan, Leon Rose informed Tom Thibodeau today that he has been let go as head coach.
All right, so Shams, I'm gonna break this down in a couple of segments because one, we talk about the patience and getting the Knicks over the hump. First time they've been to the Eastern Conference Finals in 25 years. That says to me that no one has been able to do it. You get so close by taking out the Celtics and working your way to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years. How is that not viewed enough by the organization to maybe give it another run? How did they come to the decision after the season they just had?
The Knicks evaluated that based on what they feel Tom Thibodeau to be as their head coach, for whatever reason, that they need a new voice that can take them and be able to potentially make different adjustments, be able to provide a different perspective. We saw Tom Thibodeau late in this series against the Pacers start to go more to his bench, go 8-9 players deep. So he went 9 players deep a couple of times in those critical moments down the stretch of this Pacers Eastern Conference Finals series. Not something we had seen from him earlier in the playoffs or in past years, trusting his bench. Players like DeLon Wright, players like, changing the starting lineup as well, Mitchell Robinson coming in. So there were adjustments made that you saw maybe something start to turn, but clearly the Knicks believe that whoever they go with as their next head coach potentially will have a little bit more leniency when it comes to their rotations, comes to building the chemistry and camaraderie coming off the bench. But Tom Thibodeau gave such a great run for this Knicks team. I think they're in a great position now. That's what the Knicks believe. A lot of people, my phone is blowing up right now with executives, everyone around the league just stunned. But every player on this Knicks roster, it felt like overperformed. You saw Jalen Brunson become an All-NBA All-Star guard. Karl-Anthony Towns, an All-NBA performer as well. A lot of Knicks players. Josh Hart as well, who tweeted out something positive about Tom Thibodeau. They all had great years under him, but clearly the Knicks did not feel like Tom Thibodeau was going to be the coach to take them over the top.
Yeah, you beat me to it. My next question was going to be, I bet your phone is blowing up with reaction around the league. I was going to ask you for that reaction, but you just said it there. People are stunned. So here's how you could look at this, Shams. If people are stunned, they didn't think this was going to happen. If New York is going to make this move after the season they just had, to me that says they're making the move because they have someone in mind. Who do you believe that list, and what do you believe that list is going to look like?
Not sure yet which names are going to be on that list, but clearly it's going to be someone that has potential pedigree, championship-wise, someone that has been able to take a team over the top. Their singular goal, I'm told, is how can we make the best hire to win a championship? That's all that they're thinking about. That's all James Dolan, Leon Rose are thinking about, is trying to go out and win a championship. They believed thoroughly this year that they had a team ready to win a championship. They were disappointed that they lost in the conference finals. I think that disappointment had a lot to do with the eventual firing of Tom Thibodeau today. But this is a Knicks organization. I expect, if the last year and a half is any indication, I expect this team to be aggressive in terms of trades, and now they're going to be aggressive in terms of finding their next head coach.
How was Mike Malone viewed in NBA circles? Got Denver over the hump. That's not an easy thing to do.
Michael Malone is obviously was a colleague. I was around him at the Western Conference Finals. He seemed like he was really enjoying the media side of it, and he's someone that takes a lot of time in preparation. The one thing you know about Michael Malone, he always will build that chemistry, camaraderie around his unit. Don't know where he's at with it. The Knicks just made this decision today. And so the next several days will be about mapping out just exactly who they're going to go with. I asked, is there someone lined up? I was told no, not yet. That's a process the Knicks will begin in earnest here very soon.
So, Shams, when you look at it big picture now, because the East was loaded, the Cavaliers looked like to be the best team in the Eastern Conference in the NBA, apart from Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City did their part. They're in the finals, and now you've got Cleveland. They're really good. You've got the Celtics. They're going to be really good. They've got a good nucleus. The Knicks are hanging around there. So where do the Knicks position themselves now after making a franchise-altering move and firing a head coach that got them a place they hadn't been in 25 years? Where do the Knicks now stack up in the East with moves that they have to make?
Only time will tell. Is the grass greener on the other side? Because when you have a coach like Tom Thibodeau, you know you have a level of success year in and year out. You know he's good for it, but they felt like they needed a new voice. But will that new voice that they bring in, will that person be able to turn this unit, Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, the group, if they stick with this team another year and say, we will bring in a new voice, we're going to give this iteration another run? Only time will tell. Will this unit take a step back? Have they peaked? Have they hit their ceiling? Or will a new coach be able to turn this to another level? But remember, earlier in the year, Mikal Bridges did make some comments about Tom Thibodeau trusting the bench more,
sure,
and allowing other players to feel like they had a presence. It's hard not to look where we're at today and not think about those comments, because when you have an active player come out like that, as he did in that moment, it has to have some level of meaning. And they were over it, they had moved on, but it is something to look at.
Yeah, because when you say what you did earlier, and you said that the reaction around the league, people are stunned, then you have to start peeling back the layers. And one of them, could be connectivity with your players. Tibbs a hard dude. And so the connectivity you might have with your locker room, the chemistry might not be fitting there. And now they could look in free agency and find a guy that fits the culture. Do you believe at the end of the day, players within the organization, this is Jalen Brunson's team, to think otherwise is naive. Do you think there could have been maybe some rocky times with those two that maybe precipitated this move?
I didn't get the sense that this was a unit that had lost faith in Tom Thibodeau per se. We saw Jalen Brunson's comments after that Game 6 loss in Indianapolis when he was asked about Tom Thibodeau and whether he felt Tom Thibodeau was the right coach for this team. And it was as if he absolutely shunned the question. It was as if he was shocked that question was even asked. He was just like, come on, what are we talking about? Yes, of course. Jalen Brunson, from everything I understand, he's always been a Tom Thibodeau supporter. That's someone who's allowed him to thrive in this league as he joined the Knicks as a point guard a few years ago. So I think there were definitely players that felt like Tom Thibodeau brought the best out of them.
All right, Shams, you've got 30 seconds to get ready for NBA Today. You're going to be busy for the rest of the day. Then we'll see you at 5 p.m. on SportsCenter. Shams Charania, the breaking news today. Tom Thibodeau out as head coach of the New York Knicks. When he said the league.
What's your favorite team? Comment below, and if you like the video, please leave a like. This really helps the channel grow and brings you even more content. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and activate the bell to receive all notifications. With each game, we notice that the NBA is getting more competitive every day, and all the teams are looking for reinforcements to win the championship. And only here can you follow your favorite team daily with incredible content from different sources. Here on the channel, there are new videos every day with analysis, curiosities, and the best moments in basketball. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for following along. The NBA doesn't stop, and neither do we. Until the next video. NBA, the passion that connects us.